Good morning, guys. So let me tell you a little story time. This morning, it's a bit I don't know what to think of it, to be honest. It's a bit freaky. This morning at 10 to 6 in the morning, I'm in bed. Neska's sleeping down here, and I'm woken up by her barking. Now Neska hardly ever barks, so she's barking. I'm thinking, what the heck's going on? I come downstairs and she's at the back door on high alert, barking, going crazy. So I open the back door and she runs out and she goes straight to the gate, and she runs straight to the back gate there, and there's a man stood on the other side of the gate. I can see him through the fence, and so he stood there. She's going mad. He then goes down the side of here where I couldn't see him, so the gate for this house is here. So I thought, oh, maybe it's someone who lives there, but I stood and listened and the gate didn't open. Then Neska stops barking. She's still there though. And then a few minutes later, the man, well, not minutes, seconds later, the man came back to the gate. Neska started going wild again and he just stood there. I'm stood back there. The washing's not out, but I'm stood back there. And then I shouted Neska, and then the man bolted up there, like ran. And bearing in mind it's 10 to 6 in the morning, so it's like dead silent, like you can hear all the cars now, but there wasn't any cars about. It was really freaky. And also I'm wondering, this is me just speculating, but how did Neska know that something was going on? Because he wasn't in the yard, he was stood at the gate. He like walked up to the gate as she ran out. I'm wondering, did he try the front door first? Because sometimes Matthew will try the front door, and if my keys are in the back of it, he comes around the back and she knows, and she like runs to the back door to wait for him. So did he try the door? She realised he'd gone somewhere, she's ran to the back. And also the way she was behaving, she was barking and going mad. If Neska never ever barks, like she barks at some dogs sometimes if she wants to play, or she'll bark if something scares her. Like the other day, my neighbour was out and he dropped a cardboard box and it made a loud noise, so then she jumped and started barking at the box, but she backs away when she does it, whereas she was like going to the gate and like barking and going mad, and I've never seen her behave like that before. It was really weird. So I don't know, like my sister said that I should call the police, but I said, well, there's nothing to say, like it's a bit of a non-event really, like, oh, someone stood at my gate. But she said, like, but if something else has happened, then that could help with their timeline, because I knew what time it was and stuff. But I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. It's quite scary though. Okay, so I have done the majority of the housework, or pretty much all I'm doing at the moment. Haven't hoovered because it's too hot, can't be bothered, it's too strenuous. So I think I'm just going to make myself a brew now and go and join Neska. Can you guess where she is? She's sunbathing on the bench, of course. It's too hot to walk her at the minute. I think I'll do it later if she'll let me. Yeah, go and have a brew. It's too hot on the bench for Neska. The sun's shining right on it, so she's down there in the shade. Hello, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, that's one way to do it. Well, it's 4:10. I've had a lovely day, just sat in the garden. I haven't done anything. I've just been sitting in the, well, I did the housework and stuff, but then I've just been sat in the garden for the rest of the day, which has been lovely. The dog is still out there. I'm now making tea. It's nearly ready. Just gonna have chicken wraps and chips. Matt wants to go out, so that's why we're having it early. So yeah, that's nearly ready. And tonight's tea, chicken wraps and chips. I may have slightly overstuffed the wraps and overcooked the chips, but delicious nonetheless. Okay, it's now 5:05. We've had our tea. Matt's gone out. I'm gonna take Neska out. Are you ready for a walk? It's still really warm, but it has cooled down a little bit, so I'll take her out. I've just Again, I realise it's not the weekend, but it is Thursday. Thursday, so yeah, I just spoke to my neighbours about this morning about the guy at the gate, and they didn't see anything or hear anything, but you know, we have, you know, I just said make sure your doors are locked, and you know, just had a little chat about it, and you know, hopefully if it was someone up to no good, I don't know whether it was or not, I can't say, but if it was, hopefully they've heard the dog, they've been scared away. Although they didn't run when they heard the dog, they only ran when they heard me. It might well have been someone looking to pinch dogs. You do hear about that kind of thing, don't you? I don't know, it might have just been a person stood there, which is a little bit weird to stand in that particular place. It's a bit of an odd place to just stand. But anyway, right, I'm going to take the dog out. Nearly dropped you. It is still very hot and it's 5:45, and I think we've probably gone on a little bit bigger of a walk than we should have, really. I think Neska is pretty exhausted. She's still going there. We had a little stop on a field back there. We're just at like the back of some houses now, where it's a little bit shadier, as you can see. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on. So I think she is... What the heck was that? I think there's a dog in that garden. Come on. She's ready for a big drink, I think. Okay, just got in from walking. Neska is having something to eat. Scratch card Ben is there. I've seen him come out once, but it could have been in night at the time, I don't know. Anyway, I should stop making light of it in case he does have an issue, shouldn't I? Oh, I've got hiccups. Oh my god, it is so hot, isn't it? Bloody hell. So hot. Oh, that lass has got sunburn. Mind you, I think I might do a little bit. Oh, maybe not. No. Right, I'm gonna go and put my PJs on, I think. I imagine Neska's gonna go straight out there and lie on the bench to cool down. It's shady in the backyard now, so... But yeah, it's still so hot. I think it's going to be even hotter tomorrow. It's gone back in the shop and come back out again. Let's see. I said I'm going to stop talking about it. I can't. And I have to tell you guys about it because I know that you're wondering too. Imagine his name's not even Ben. I'm not 100% sure his name's Ben. I just think it is. But I don't know why I think that. It's probably not. It's gone back in again. Next door's out sweeping the yard. Can you hear? Look what Neska's doing. Doesn't bat an eyelid. Oh, Ben's come back out. Are you a winner again? Good girl. Yay! Are you joining in, Dexter?